We're streaming. Hello, hello. Look what I got. The bottle. Isn't it cool? You can just like pop it open and you suck it like a baby. Hello everyone. How's everybody doing? I hope everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing amazing because I know I am. My name is Chad. I'm a motion designer and I'm learning to draw every day just to prove to people that it is not that difficult. somebody like reviewing this after a few years and they'd be like, cap. That's absolute cap. But yeah, I wanna, of course we're gonna draw, but also I wanna like take some time to set some goals. I did already do that last year and it was great, but the goals were like more or less very general, but it get really, when describing it, it doesn't really get any specific than that. So my goals for last year was to divide the year into two parts. The first half, meaning the first 6 months, is taking care of my hard skills and basically like going on Photoshop and learning Photoshop and going on Illustrator and doing like mastering the tools, you know what I mean? This is, I mean, these goals, now that I'm talking about it, it's not, I didn't have like drawing in the list. And then the second half is more just like opening up and going outside and offering my knowledge and my experience as a service to people and getting money in return. So it was more like about business than about, you know, acquiring new knowledge. Or it was just more about applying the knowledge that I applied or that I acquired in the first half year in exchange of money, right? Derpy! I join and hear you suck it like a baby. Maybe don't suck don't suck babies, they might not like that. Okay, no, I won't. Though some might enjoy mouth fart noises. Oh, these mouth fart noises, bro. My child is going to, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, finish the sentence. Offering your knowledge, like teaching? No, more like applying the knowledge that I had into my, you know, into the services. But teaching, I thought about that too. I didn't really go through with it yet. But definitely it's in mind. It's in mind. I'm speaking about this bottle. I had this on my desk at the co-working space for so long, but I brought it since, you know, and you can just like click this little thing and it pops out and you have this little thing that you know, suck. I bought this for the sole reason that I don't want to like tilt my head when I drink. You know, I'm lazy to do that. So this sucker, you can just like suck on it and just like keep keep the same head position. Anyways, so that with that, and honestly, I think it went pretty well. Like I remember the first 6 months, I actually just woke up early just to learn or just to watch another YouTube tutorial about, you know, Photoshop. And, you know, I increased the number of like, even like articles or, you know, going on Brand New. I would just go on Brand New, the website. I think I showed it before on stream. And I would just like watch visual, you know, visual identities and just, you know, go, you know, fill my brain with like visual stuff as much as I can. And then the second half, which I thought was going to be the hardest, because acquiring, you know, skills and just like being on the computer, it's easy for me. You know, I can just be on the computer, sit down for like a few hours a day, and I would just like get a new, you know, skill. But like, you know, business and, you know, talking to people, that's not something that I'm very comfortable with. So I thought it, you know, it was going to be a bit difficult, and it was, but I don't know, putting out the intention out there, maybe it can go back to like the resolve that we talked about yesterday, but I don't remember showing any resolve. It's just I had the plan and it just like occurred. And weirdly enough, in the second half of the year, like I just kept getting clients, right? And you know, I kept getting clients, but it's not really, you know, amazing clients or high paying clients. I'm just like, I'm still broke. But it's definitely more than if I didn't put myself out there. So that's just great. So me putting out self as a first step, that's like, it was great, you know. And along the way, obviously, you learn how to quote unquote sell, and you actually learn your craft more, because you can learn stuff, sure, on Photoshop, and you can apply it to stuff that you like, but then when you go and you know, get in contact with a client, the client is not you, so they might like things that not you know, necessarily that you like, and vice versa. And that's when you try to get into, and you know, outside of yourself, and see maybe what people like and how they would respond to things, and so on and so forth. So it's interesting overall. I've been kind of enjoying being on the Affinity Discord. It sounds very interesting. Like from the stuff you shared and the effects that they're, you know, that you've been showing, it sounds very cool. The too many clients to handle, totally, I remember. Yeah, there were some times where I was just like, bro, like the overwhelm, and it's like an overwhelm that's not even worth it. You know, it wasn't something that like I was getting bank. I was not. Chill to see your Mario Kart worthy face is up. You know what? Man, I want to play Mario Kart. Do we just like start up Mario Kart? Would you guys be cool to watch that? Would that be something fun? I'm learning about the adulting thing from you, totally. Yeah, I mean, and hey, like another thing is like, you are not me, and probably we didn't go through the same experiences, so it's probably going to be different from you, for you. But yeah, I guess this is just like my experience. Maybe can be something that you can benefit from. I don't know. Mario Kart, maybe. I have a simulator. I have Mario Kart double. What's it called? Double dash, double crash, double dash. Yeah. We still didn't try Gartic Phone. If we get, see, it needs to be a few people. We can't just like me and you and Manny do it. It's like 3 people, it's whatever. We need like at least maybe 5. If we can get like maybe Marcus, if we can get Shadow, and maybe if Shadow can bring Legato, that would be pretty fun. That would be very fun. Oh, look at this. Like 4 people are watching the stream right now. Dude, I was just speaking. My head reels like dog water though. Migraines. Oh man, is everything okay? This is not the first time you spoke about migraines. Like, is everything cool? Is this like a recurrent thing, or this is your chance to stop lurking? The lurkers. Oh, look at this. Hi there. Happy New Year from South Africa. Hello. We've got somebody already from South Africa. Just stumbled across this now while browsing art videos on YouTube. I'm also starting my drawing path anew this year. Let's go. All right. This is a W. All best for your journey. All best for you, my brother. Okay. We've got a new person getting to join the cult, or as we might want to call it, the orphanage. We're gonna are we actually going to start calling that? I don't mind it. The orphanage. The art orphanage. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me link the Discord. Hopefully you do have a Discord. And if you do, or when you make it, because you need to make it, because you need to join. Hold on. I haven't been seeing the memes, by the way, on the Discord. I've been stopping myself from seeing the memes. Invite to server. Boom. 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 Orphanage. Art Orphanage. I don't know, that kind of goes hard. Really? We can literally call that server Art Orphanage. That would be great. Honestly, if you can change the name, Derpy, I'll let you have it, you know. You can call it Art Orphanage. I used to get them 2 weeks at a stretch sometimes. Damn. But it's been a while. Hopefully it's just a day or less. Hopefully, honestly, I hope it. I mean, do you want to like go get that checked or something? Because if you haven't, maybe you should. Let's go. I'm gonna look at the settings. Okay, sweet. Strangely, I am a graphic designer. Okay, I do graphic design for a freaking living, bruh. Nice. 16 years old. Great. Who has been thinking of also dabbling into motion graphics? Dude, motion graphics, it depends depending on your market, it can go very hard. It can be very lucrative. Now I'm talking money, but like, okay, maybe I'll talk money a little bit and then I'll talk like actual art. Motion design pays much more, but for a few select clients. Like using editing software, I've kind of been getting back onto that. Wait, hold on. I've kind of been getting back into that a little bit recently. That's fine. I mean, the stuff that you're posting, Derpy, is like very colorful, very pretty. But motion design, like I was saying, very few select clients, and those clients are probably some who already have like an established brand or an established something. Because people who are just like starting already, you know, just starting businesses, they're looking more into the graphic stuff rather than the animation stuff. Because what do they need animation for? So I think it goes hand in hand. The doctors have tapped my shit one too many times, so I'm gonna stay clear of the idea of doctors unless it gets really bad. Well, in that case, maybe just like you know, get some herbs in your system or something healthy. Maybe the diet could be something big. You know, sleep as well. Rip, I can't rename the server to Art Orphanage. Ah man. Torture imposed by your own body. You know, isn't it crazy how just like our bodies decide to fuck with us? By the way, did you go in the server yet? What do you call you, by the way? Rig? Okay, I'm gonna call you Rig. Rig. Problem is my notebook is too old, so I need to look at buying something powerful enough to do motion graphics. So need to save up for that if I do decide to go that route. Okay, yeah, that's reasonable. That's very reasonable. Also, like motion design is very time consuming. Like, I'm gonna be real. If you love animation, by all means, start doing it. But keep in mind that you're going to dedicate, you know, multiple hours to get to master that stuff. You know, and also it's I think touching grass helps a lot when it comes to motion, because and I've thought about this before. The difference between great animation and bad animation is that bad animation is like very robotic, and good animation simulates how the world moves, right? And I've been looking. I tried to make an animation of like a mouse cursor moving along like a composition. Probably involves setting a bunch of keyframes. Yeah, it's keyframes. Yeah, keyframe this, keyframe that. It's gonna get very messy. I mean, now After Effects they have a system to be able to color your keyframes, color code them, which is it's helpful. But yeah, it can get very messy very easily. So this mouse cursor moving, it can just like it can. There's multiple ways you can do it. You can either move it from point A to point B, linear like movement, and also linear in times of timing, right? So linear in times of spacing is just like going from here to here, the shortest path, and in terms of timing, it's like going, you know. But then when you introduce ease ins and ease outs, it starts to feel like, because nothing in this world actually starts moving, like it goes from 0 to, to like 70 or 60. It starts from 0 and then to 10 and then to 20 and then to 50 and then to 100, right? So that's like easing in and easing out, right? But that's fun. But then above that layer, you can actually start to simulate how things are in the actual world. So you would see, I don't know, let's say for example a fish, right? The fish wouldn't have an ease in and ease out. It would do that, yes, but it would also like maybe move its fin in the back. So you can add that complexity. It wouldn't go from point A to point B like in the shortest route. It would go like, maybe it would have like a random path, a path that's like curved, That's what adds more complexity to motion, and that's like why motion design is just very interesting. That's why like it's called design, and I very much agree with that term. I hear you. I actually studied animation. Nice. Along with graphic design, 20 years. I'm sorry, I'm confused. You said I'm a graphic designer, as in a 16-year-old graphic designer, or you've been doing graphic design for 16 years? Ultimately went the graphic design route after college. Okay, so you've been a graphic designer for 16 years. Nice. Okay, I thought you were a kid. My bad. Now I'm looking at expanding my skill set. Absolutely, yeah. Different kinds of interpolation, ease, functions. Oh yeah, I've seen that with like front end encoding. Dude, Rive. I think the platform is called Rive. Rive is like the platform now for web animations, which is great. There's something called Lottie files on After Effects. You can export, animations out of After Effects, not in the form of MP4s, but in the form that's called like Lottie files, using the help of like an external plugin, a third-party plugin. And then you can use these animations as just like very lightweight that you can implement on web. It's very cool. A lot of people have recommended motion graphics to me. Yeah, it's very fun. It's very fun. Honestly, if you enjoy it, it's very fun. I thought you said earlier you're 6 years old, so I was like, 20. That's what I was thinking. Share the brainwave on the misunderstanding. Yeah. Yeah. I was going on to like a different ramble before I started going into motion design, I think. Was I not? Lottie file and animation editor thing. You're talking about the curve editor, because that's like a beast of its own. Honestly, to some people it's intuitive. To some other people it's just like people are scared of the fucking editor. But yeah, Rig, you need to join the Discord. We need some people, yes, but also it would be fun to have you. I think Manny left, if I'm not mistaken, because there's only 2 people now. Maybe if we get like another person, with Manny, Maybe we can like get a Gartic Phone game going. But in the meantime, I'm gonna grab a reference. It's funny, I'm already working on a brand identity for a tech startup. Is it a startup? It's more like a... Yeah, it can be a startup. It's called a startup. Okay, damn! We need to draw this. This face is cool. This looks like Victor, or Vector. I don't know what his name is. From Arcane. Very cool, very cool. Would be cool to get more experienced people chatting in the Discord. Oh yeah. Nice. Absolutely, yeah. All right, if you haven't joined the Discord, Rig, dude, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna like keep telling you to join. Vecna is Stranger Things. Wait, huh? May I ask, what are you focusing on exactly with the drawing? Just generally getting better overall with drawings, or something more specific? That's a very good question. That's a very good question. Vecna? Who's Vecna? I'm not following Strangers. I've seen the first season, I think. Oh, interesting. That kind of looks like him, yeah. Is he the Demogorgon or whatever the flip? Vecna. Yeah, with drawing, my first intention was animation, Rig. It was I've probably told this story like 100 times before, but back when I tried to make full-on illustrations, and the illustrations I was making are just like storyboards for animation later, for motion design actually. But then one of the most expressive things that you can use in motion design, and arguably the easiest, and I'll say why, is the hand. You can draw a hand and it's very expressive and it moves and it's got like all these digits and it's very, you know, very fun to animate, especially when you're rigging it. As opposed to like having a full body that you have to rig, right? That's why it's better to animate a hand rather than a whole body. But then I found myself, I tried to animate it frame by frame, but I couldn't draw a hand, and I was like, what the hell? I need to, you know, animate a hand, know how to draw a hand first before I try to animate it 12 times, or before trying to draw it 12 times or 24 times, depending on the frame rate. So I get to drawing hands, and then from that I just like get to drawing mannequins' bodies, and then I go to portraits, and then I go back to bodies, and so on and so forth. Mainly, I love the focus. I'm focusing on people or characters. Maybe character design would be the ultimate thing, you know. But I'm thinking like maybe backgrounds would be the last thing I would learn. I've enjoyed drawing a lot of faces personally. I tried studying replicated likeness, especially. Yeah, I mean, hey, if you haven't seen Derpy's drawings, you should definitely join the Discord. Bro, bro, join the Discord, please, bro, join the Discord. Well, I stopped watching Stranger Things after season 2. I think I stopped at season 2, yeah. Maybe season 1, I'm not sure. But I remember them being kids, and now they're freaking tall and like 18 or something. They're more than 18. Wild. No idea what's going on there. Yeah, me neither, bruh. Also, yeah, Chad, Vecna is like the big Demogorgon boss kind of guy. Spoiler that, totally. I mean, I went into Google Images, like, and I just like had his face being all freaking weird. I guess Stranger Things might be kind of popping off now because season 5's release. Yeah, I've seen a lot of memes about it. I don't understand them, but there's memes about it for sure. As you say that, chat, I get the notification that they join. Nice, nice. God bless. God bless, man. Okay, sweet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me grab my tablet and I start drawing. Actually, I made this too, by the way, Rig. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. Like, it's all dark and fucky. But I printed that, which I'm very proud of. I didn't know you were chill like that. that's how I said it too when I posted it. Where is my stylus? Dude, my desk is a freaking mess. Okay. I enjoy drawing bodies. I think I enjoy drawing bodies more than faces. Just because faces, I think they're very, you know, mistakes show up more on faces rather than, you know, the body is more forgiving, I think. Okay, it's been a while since I drew a face, actually, so it'll be interesting the way I approach this now. I'm definitely going to approach this a different way. I don't know how, so this would be interesting. Where is my chat? Dude, where's Botrix? Botrix. No. I actually wanted to get into video game design. Ooh, back in high school, stuff like Capcom. Nice. A lot of 2D fighting games back in the day. I have a friend who actually does 3D stuff for, you know, in a studio game, a game studio, and they do like spaceship games, you know, and he does like the texturing and stuff. It's very cool, like the stuff he does. Join the Discord. Welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So how do we do this, yeah? Let's look at this man. It's very cool to see, like, this is the same size as this, basically, and the same size as kind of like this. Very interesting. I should probably do it with a pencil. This man is very symmetrical. I could literally like use the mirror thing like on Photoshop and it would look just fine. But you know, very symmetrical things would look off, especially in faces. Now, I'm not really sure exactly why I want to do art, as the goal has shifted a lot in the past 25 years. As it should be. Honestly, I don't think like goal, like the more you grow, the more goals change, and I would argue it'd be a bit weird if your goal was still the same. I just know I like being creative. Absolutely. Yes, sir. That's fire. Even want to get back into sculpting. Ooh, okay, okay, hold on. I mean, doing things with the hands? Let's get it. He draws rather muscular and tough-looking fighter characters. Oh, is that your friend? The artwork in those old 2D 90s fighting games were godlike back in the golden era. I've seen one of the console. There was like this one console. I'm not a console kid, but I've seen this one console screen where the graphics look better on the old screen, but then when they, I think, remastered it, or not remastered it, but it's just they use a modern screen, it looks a bit like pixelated and off. I think these are pretty cool. Yeah, I want to get back into the joy of doing it. For a long time, for a long period, I was really focusing, forcing myself to get better, but lost sight of the actual joy of art. That's very cool. I feel like these artworks are my friend's art. That's very cool. Honestly, that's like I kind of relate to that, with the sense of just like I didn't do art for quite some time, like we're talking years, but then I went back to it in spite of like a career, I'd say, or if that makes sense. Derpy. It's interesting how now I'm more focusing my lines more on the shadowed areas, rather than just like if I see a shape I need to outline it, you know, so that's pretty cool. And I think that's one thing that Derpy, you've been doing for quite some time, and now I'm just learning about it. Yay! It would be also cool to be able to exaggerate these features. I can kind of like exaggerate bodily features, but when it comes to the face, it's a bit of a, still a bit difficult for me. That's cool. That's very cool. I like that. Botrix failed me, bruh. You guys are vibing over here. One of my clients is a cartoonist. Nice. He can do caricatures quite well. Dude. Low-key, caricatures go hard. He's already in his 60s. Man, bro's got experience. Does a lot of advertisements and signage by hand. Nice. That I need to scan and get print ready for him. Cool, very interesting. That's actually very cool. I wish I could get like a client like that, bruh. That ease at which caricature artists can draw faces can really be something. I know, right? And they would be like out on the street and they would like ask a person to literally sit in front of them, you know, draw something in like 10, 5 minutes, and it would be like the most amazing thing. And it would just like, they would give it out and they would get like, I don't know how much. I don't know. I feel like these need to be more expensive for the amount of like skill that needs to be, or maybe it's just like, I don't know. It has to be, one has to have a lot of experience to be able to do something like that, right? Right? Maybe let's do the nose bridge, because the nose bridge is kind of like apparent. You have like some light hitting it, but then you have like this right here. So we can do that separation. I think we can pick and choose between what we want to choose, or what we want to show, which is very cool. Which is also something that I didn't used to do, but now we're doing it. Look at that, look at that. However, I think his eyes need to, okay, hold on. Come on. Okay, we're gonna stylize his eyes. Cause who cares? He's a bit difficult. Oh no. If we were to like watch a movie together and draw from it as it plays, I wonder what his drawings would be like. It's kind of an interesting approach to practice I've tried. This is low-key actually very good, dude. Thank you. Honestly, Derpy, I don't think I would be able to do that. Because for me, whenever I'm like trying to watch a movie, if I'm going to watch a movie, I'm going to watch it. I lose like the plot very easily, so I need to lock in and focus. So I probably wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, probably the same for you. You're probably not watching it for the plot, but you're just having fun. I could be wrong though. You could be like a master at multitasking.
There we go. I don't want to lose the whole thing. Something you'd see in anatomy studies in animation classes. Oh, dude. We've seen those. We've been through those. Chad knows a thing or two. Yeah. It's whatever. I still have a lot to learn. I had to stop drawing while watching Stranger Things because I just wanted to pay attention. That would be me like watching anything. But for movies, I'm less certain. I'll enjoy it. It can be interesting. Oh, and okay. Also sitting here just doing random drawing exercises in my sketchbook. Let's go. You know what would be cool? If you like take a screenshot of those and you can share them on the Discord. Like this whole time I've been spamming this guy with like Discord and I'm just like trying to sell it. Oh my god. Dude, yesterday I started watching Runner Man or Running Man or something. You spoke about it on the Discord, Derpy. It's kind of cool, but the plot is very like, you know, it doesn't feel original. Oh god, Photoshop. Okay, Photoshop, freak you, man. Advertising hard. You're too shy? Come on, bruh. I mean, you can look back at the drawings that I used to share. They did used to be ass, bruh. I mean, you can look back at my streams. You know, the very first drawing I was doing on the streams. And you'll see how bad I was. More the merrier? Yeah, totally. And I'm not even sure that they're going to be bad, Rig. I mean, you kind of like have like an artsy aura to you. I feel like you're one of those guys that would be like, oh no, my art is bad, and they pull up like the best piece of art ever. It's just random crappy doodles. Okay, so boy, what the hell, boy? Rick, do you have any idea what Riz means? I'm just thinking like this this server or this channel is like very meme heavy, and we use like memes a lot in our discussions. It's like, would you be like up to date with the with the memes we currently use? Because it would be very fun to teach you if you don't know. We can turn you into a Sigma, possibly, you know? Okay, probably going to use the beautiful, amazing tool called the Liquify tool to modify a little bit the eyes, because this right now I'm not very happy with. What the Sigma? What the Sigma? I'm old but clued up. Okay, good. It probably got some nuggets of your personality though, totally. That's yes, absolutely. Bruh. Yeah, hope you don't mind some brain rot. Oh man. Dude. This channel is pretty rotted, I would say. I wouldn't say. Would you say it's? I think so. I think we sometimes let ourselves get consumed by brain rot. I mean, do you know this guy? If you know this guy, then Rig, then you're certified brain rotted. Hold on. Actually, no. I already did him. Hopefully it's in this file. Yes. Okay, I found him. You know this guy? You know who this guy is? A millennial, not a boomer, although close. Okay, okay. I mean, hey, if you know this guy, I mean, you're chill. You're chill. You're chill either way, but you're, you know, tapped in. May or may I, and I may or may not have acquired the nickname of Big Freaky D. Oh yeah, Derpy is Big Freaky D. Jump scare. We have Fetus Fighter. If you have like something that you want to be called, let me know, and I'll have a role for you for that. I've seen him around. It's not Sonic EXE. Ah man, Sonic EXE is a good guess. It's a very good guess. It's Freaky Sonic. It's but Sonic EXE, man, that's a throwback. I'm still confused about Fetus Fighter. Dude, he said, like, he was speaking in the VC and he said, what did he say? He said something with starting with an F. I didn't catch it, but I was like trying to get what I heard close to something I know, and then that's how Fetus Fighter came about. Yes, I'm familiar with memes. Hello, Silver. I might be out of the loop. Oh man, Sonic EXE was low-key kind of scary. Like if you're a young kid and you see Sonic EXE, it would genuinely be scary. That's a big forehead. That is a big forehead. Usually I make foreheads small, but this one, I'm proud that I made it this big. Fun fact, if you show any interest in arcane media on Pinterest, it may or may not flood you with recommendations totally. Arcane, as in the show. I've seen some Sonic channels still use Sonic EXE on YouTube. Damn! In recent years? That's very interesting. I haven't seen him in a while. I'm a closet secret Sonic fan since the game. Damn, on Genesis. Man. Those are some good times. I haven't played it. Like I said, I'm not a console kid. But I picked up like retro games very late. And Mario right now, bro, Mario games, goated. GameCube games, come on now. Ahead of their time. Super Mario Sunshine, best game ever. There might be a bit of what? Javik?
shipping? Oh, Jay, Victor, and Jay is supposed to be like the buff guy. They're best friends, right? If I'm not mistaken, I might not. I might be not much of a gamer except for a bit about Minecraft totally. Dude, I'm fucking dyslexic. Mario, how fitting. That I didn't even intend to make a pun out of that. That's hilarious. Okay. What else? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. We're establishing a little bit of depth in the eyes area. Let me get this. I don't want to make this area too dark. I don't want the focus to be on it. But it's interesting how there's light hitting this area too. Matter of fact, maybe we can even do this just to showcase that it isn't like very lit up, perhaps. I don't know, this is interesting. I don't think a sketch would be enough for this one. Line work, I think it would stop here. Maybe. I think more proper rendering would show more, what's hitting the surfaces that are hit by light and the surfaces that are just like, they have shadow in them. People might be shipping the hard. JVic. As far as I can tell in the show, they're somewhat close, but not romantic. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think they're like pretty close friends, but I never really. I don't know. It's not something that I personally would ship. Maybe I would ship like maybe if they didn't know each other, but they're like almost best friends. They are best friends. Holy moly, my 6th grade art teacher has almost 10k subs on YouTube. Damn! Does he have a server? Let's raid him. Are you like commenting on his stuff and everything or not? Or are you just like just watching in the bushes? I've been lurking on his social every now and then. Hey, if you want, you can share his stuff and we can show some love.
Oh snap! I haven't been doing this. Ah, the asymmetry, it's showing, isn't it? Okay. Scratch disk is full. Come on now. I'm just wondering if like if he's still teaching, but it could be like a class assistant maybe, very theoretically, because that is touching grass so mildly. I feel like that could be something interesting. Nostalgia. Nice. Share my doodles before we go to bed. Let's go. We're gonna get some rig doodles. Let me go back to my roots. Okay, let's raid this freaking guy right now. Mr. Saint. What an interesting name. Oh, dude, look at his stuff. That's very cool. Almost 10k. This guy is killing it. Mr. Saint Amont? Where you can level up your illustration skills beyond stickman drawings. An illustrator has his stories, trade scene for a former educator. You'll find instructional art, videos, personal art making process, and anything else that inspire, entertain you. Okay, nice. Do you want to be mentioned? Like I wanna just like comment on his stuff and be like, yo, I know Derpy. Do you know Derpy? Do you remember Derpy? You know, as if like that's your actual name. I'm just on Photoshop. Yeah, I know. I might have forgotten how to say his name. But it was pretty nice, not gonna lie. Nice. Okay, how about this? Let's go. Lo-fi art drawing along. Okay, I'm gonna be real. This is like a 30 minutes video. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. But we're going to comment. 0 comments, so he's definitely going to see this one. Okay, this is fun. You can mention that I'm a fast student or something. Nice. Okay. Hey, Mr. Would it be fine if I call him Mr. Amont or Amant? I'll be drawing for quite some time now. One of my good friends mentioned you in one of my live streams. And he's a former student of yours and told me how. Okay, he does live stream. Nice. Okay, when he live streams, if he's not live right now, when he live streams, maybe like if we just like overlap, we can definitely go to him. Told me about how good your stuff is. What else? It's definitely fun to see more art stuff. Haha. Looks like he'll stream a few hours earlier than you. Ah. You'll have to wake up earlier. Damn. Okay, he's definitely going to see the comments. I mean, 0 comments, and the video is 2 days ago. Yeah, we're good. Do we just keep it at that? Hold on. He's definitely grateful you were his teacher. It's definitely to see more art stuff. Much love. Okay, we'll leave it at this. When he answers, we'll go more. You know. You stared at the screen unblinkingly for so long, I thought you were frozen. I was confused for a moment. maybe I was thinking, you know. Much love, chat. There we go. And okay, so hey, Mr. Amant. I'm Chad, and I've been drawing for quite some time now. Almost 2 years. One of my good friends mentioned you in one of my live streams. He's a former student of yours, and he told me about it again. He's definitely grateful you were his teacher. It's fun. It's fun to see more art stuff. Much love, chat. Okay, I think this is enough. All right. I mean, are you not? I mean, I'm not trying to overdo it, just to like maybe I'm not trying to overhype it or anything, but like reading your chat right here, it's kind of like similar, right? Okay, comment, boom, and then we're gonna like our own comment because why not? There you go. Let's go back here. There you go. Oh, let's fix the forehead. And let's make the hair bigger. Maybe if you just like pull it down, the hair will get automatically bigger. There you go, that's better. Look at that. We need much more darkness around here.
much more darkness around here too. Okay, Rig, by the way, I'll probably check out your stuff after finishing this, possibly after the stream, because I'm going to need to go to Discord. Okay, that's pretty good. It's not bad. What is the dog doing though? Skibidi Riz. It would be really cool if I joined the stream and meet some like past classmates. Wouldn't that be fun? No worries, it's just gone after midnight here. So I will probably be going soon. Okay. I feel like there are some lines here. What else? Are we missing anything? Maybe let me do the shading on another layer. Yeah, nah. I think that goes back to actually rendering. I'm not going to do that. Maybe I will do like some hair stuff here and there, but nothing serious. Okay. Oh man, I'm so tempted to add like a skin tone to him, but I need to stop myself. Kind of interesting how socializing online now can just kind of be like, oh, I found something cool. Let's see, do they have a Discord server? Right? It is interesting. Discord is like the definition of community, I feel like, nowadays. Honestly, when I see someone creative online and they do not have a Discord server, I find that odd. Oosh. Really? Yeah, it's kind of a shame when there's something cool online but no Discord. Or if the server is more dead.
Then I see they have a Patreon though. Oh, Patreon can be cool. Exclusive, yeah. I feel like I'm not ready to make a Patreon yet, but it's definitely in the books. Alright, I'm gonna add like one little layer because I can't stop myself. Of like skin. Skin tone. Yeah, just thin, just whatever. And then stop here, right? No, I'm actually very tempted to keep going. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like put out some highlights, give them some highlights, and that's it. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Where else? I mean, the eyes, they need to pop. Even though they're dark, we need some pop on the eyes, as well as these beautiful cheekbones. And the nose bridge too. Stop. The glasses is moving. Okay, that's not bad. The music stopped. So this is a sign. Oh, no, never mind, it didn't stop. Okay, and maybe some darker areas. These will be our deep shadows, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Okay, now I'm defining him too much, bruh. I have heard about how makeup can be like painting, I guess. That's yeah, that's true. Give him some makeup. Yeah, but I've encountered so many artists over the years who has links to other accounts. Then one of them is for Patreon, and one of the tiers is for not safe for work. I'll be like, huh. I guess like PG artists unexpectedly having not safe for work stuff. One of the most what the fuck moments is when they straight up have a direct link to their account on that site. I can't mention here. Interesting. Not even trying to hide it, it's just there. That site, yeah, that site. I kind of respect when they're shameless like that. People be really putting themselves out there. Not gonna lie, I would be way too embarrassed to have not safe for work artwork under an alias people would know it's me. some guys just post it under their name, like, oh, there's John Robert Smith's name. Not safe for work artwork. That's hilarious. I don't know. There's a lot of people who do like not safe for work stuff. You would never really see their faces, or you would never really know their identities. You know. So it's I think people don't usually they don't want to be associated with stuff like that. Let's give him some luscious lips. And I think I should stop. I think I should stop. I think it would be cool if we made him more like skinnier. Meaning something like this. Liquefy. Oh no. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Oh, I think I see what it is. I think I see. Nope. Yeah, that's more like it. I think that's more like it. Anyways, I'm gonna stop here. I'm gonna stop myself. I'm just gonna put the stylus away because if I keep going, okay. That seems like it could take a lot of confidence. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wonder if I would ever go into the night safe for work route. Cause I'm gonna be real, people pay good money for that, and if I end up homeless, maybe I would go that route. You know, I would be drawing like some naked people on the street, or some furries or whatever. But yeah, it could feel pretty awkward if you're not ready for it. Yeah. In terms of my future online identity, I would hope to not have to hide or be discreet. Because I'm just extra, because that's just extra work. Yeah, true. And if I might be able to just accept the consequences, then I could save myself some work and be lazier totally. I mean, valid, that's valid. Kind of unrelated, but I think I've kind of heard how apparently there can be some good business in like furry art or commissions. Oh yeah, absolutely. People pay good money for that stuff. Apparently furries might be rich totally. Yeah, yeah. Stop. Bro's like, stop. Hammer time. Fursuit material might be expensive. Better drawing not safe for work than homeless? Yeah, for sure. Hammer time. As someone previously in the furry fandom, oh, you are 100% spot on. Those guys request not safe for work commissions like they have money to burn. Oh damn. Okay, I already like was speaking about how like making furry art can make you a lot of money, and we got confirmation from a person who was already in the fandom who they're still in the fandom previously, so meaning was. Then yeah, okay guys, next stream we're doing some furry art. Hey, next stream, I feel like right now, I don't know, I don't really care about anatomy and humans and everything. I want to learn more about the animal anatomy. That's just like out of nowhere. I feel like I want to draw that, this is just like something that just came up to me like right now. I don't really know why, but I feel like I want to draw animals now, animals, they have like something interesting to them. I don't know what it is. Oh no. What have I done? Rig is like, whoa. Alright, this sucker is empty. We are going to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. You are going down a deep rabbit hole if you start down it, lol. Yeah, no, I don't see myself doing that anytime soon, but never say impossible, so who knows what the future holds. Thank you guys so much for watching. It is 11:22 p.m. right now. The rabbit hole, furries be like a furry with a rabbit costume be like, do you like this rabbit hole? Perhaps? Oh god. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Rig, welcome to the community. It's actually so fun to have you here. Hopefully we see you multiple times and we get hey, actually before I leave, let me look at your stuff. Zadoodles. Oh, this is fun. Is that me in the bottom right? That's kind of like the mustache is like what's giving like me, But that honestly, if that's me, that's kind of like cool. If I recognized it and that's me, then that means that's a cool one. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, we are going to end it. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you on the next one, which is tomorrow. All right, take care, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye, Derpy. Bye bye, Rig.